Since I have been in industry more than 21 years in the different domains, aerospace, semiconductor, beaten with the production line and supply chain and operational activity, right? So I would like to share a few thoughts before I jump into my slide deck, right? So before I start, I would like to need your valuable time for next 30 minutes. Please be focused towards it. So it's going to help a lot for you in terms of return. So how many of you think time is equal to money? So please raise a hand. Thank you. I think you might aware like what is the importance of the time, right? So in my perspective, in my experience in the throughout my career journey, time is not just equal to money. Since from 2020, it is way beyond or more than money. For example, if you might be wondering how it is more than money, right? Anything today you live with 5 minutes, you're losing some context here for 5 minutes, you're losing in your entire career life. That is what I would like to context put in place. So, with that said, let me start with understanding how many of you had your career life put in place for next 5 years. What do you want to be in your career life in next 5 years, and what is your interest of area to focus? Not just talking about education stuff, but in terms of to career growth, where you want to be. So if you know that kind of depth and crux, you will understand whether you're marching towards in the right direction or you need kind of some supportive system, right? So with that said, let me start with my session today. So looking at this, what do you feel like? I want to be very interactive here. So the presentation, whatever it's talk about, is more or less very self-explanatory, but I still walk through it. Right? If you see here, we are talking about static curriculum. Currently, we are here in the static curriculum. We are not exposure towards into the industry. We don't know like what exactly is the industry looking for. So always be kind of try to focus your thought process towards where our country is heading to and what are the skills they're looking for in different domains and the companies, right? So in the middle, if you see, this is a context of thing I'm talking about. I would say like it's a bridge the gap between your static curriculum and the industry requirement. That's where I'm coming from to discuss today in the podium about all the topics which basically relevant to in this industry. So as you know, like currently semiconductor industry is booming in our India, make in India kind of thing, make in India suppliers, and towards marching to that. And there are so many companies are investing here, and accordingly the government also supporting for them to make in India of semiconductor industry, right? So given this said, I took an example of currently if you see all the industry looking for the peoples who are towards understanding what is the role requirement, not just on the curriculum part of it. You have to understand what is the role requirement, what is the industry is looking for. You have to do some kind of research. So this is my research, I would say. So industry is looking focused towards on the prompt engineering and AI and machine learnings, right? This is not kind of only the focus area. There are other domains which industry is looking for. So during my research, as an example, I brought those two as a context, right? So if you see overall, like there are around 5.5 trillion skill gap which is existing today, and industry is really facing that issue. They are hiring the peoples who are meeting the score of around 60%, but really, if you ask me, the industry is struggling a lot to fill the gaps and bring that expertise when they are onboarded for any of the company, right? Can you just move on to the next slide? It's not. Yeah. So this is exactly I'm talking about. As I said, like 90% enterprise facing critical skills shortage, and there are 35% leaders feel that they have effective prepared employees for AI world. Right. So when you see this, rate of change, we are here from 2020 to 2030. Also, if you projected, We are in the academic world in the kind of horizontal line, whereas industry towards looking on the technology part of it, they are looking at in vertical lines. So vertical lines still we not get engaged ourselves. We are not engaged ourselves to build those skills, right? So if you see the as a research part of this, like PwC's job barometer, if you see there is 66% still the industry feel you don't have enough skills. So always think about like in the other aspect is just a kind of graph it seems to be for you, but there are a lot of hidden information. I referred around 50 source of information to arrive this number. This is a kind of research I would say. Take it as a very serious. This is going to be a game changer for you. You are in the now industry. You're not getting into the industry, and there, I know there are several companies are visiting here, looking for campus selection. They will come with a different thought process, different roles and requirement. We are all hurry to get the job. Don't look at only the job and the company. Just look at what the company is aspiring for and what company is looking for as a skill. Because any company, trust me, they are paying for your skills, not for your emotions. If you're not upgrading yourself in the skill standpoint, you are losing a job, you are losing your aspirations. So keeping that in mind, I just want to bring the skill gap understanding for you so that you be ready from today to make your career progress towards on the right direction where the industry is looking for. Yeah. So now, if you want to put a comparative chart, so if you see the left one, we are into here traditional grad skills. You are into computer science, you are into IT domain, you are into electronics or ECE context. So if you see, most of us focusing towards on the manual coding. Nowadays, we are using chat GPTs and so on to make your life easier. So always, I would say there are many GPTs. What do you mean by GPTs? For example, for instance, do you know what is mean by GPT? Sorry, you are very close to it, but not exactly. Anybody, any guess? We say chat GPT is a chat only for textual conversion into something else, image conversion into something else. GPT is something like generate predictive transform. So GPT is always kind of give the predictive analysis for you, but you have to decide yourself. Don't think that AI is a god or GPTs are god. Give the instruction what you need. Accordingly, machine will react you and give the what your requirement. See what has happened. Like in simple words, I do know certain peoples when there is a job requirement, whether they are mid careers or junior level, they always try to use the chat GPT and they make curriculum according to the industry requirement. Right? That is a wrong way of approaching towards for your career ladder. So that's what I want to say. Bring the depletion of what exactly is looking for and what exactly you are. Right. So this is what the famous person said. Alex Peterson is a global director of academic partnership from ServiceNow company. How many of you know about ServiceNow? No one. Okay, ServiceNow is a company which kind of working towards on the all the operational activity, make them to be very productive in their companies for all the repetitive tasks or whatever. So he is the famous person. He is quoted like, "We need to prepare the future graduates for the role that don't actually existed now." Right. So what I mean, like currently, we are all know about the academic. We know what is there on the textbook, and we are marching towards it. But he is exactly contextually trying to say, from starting from 2026 is game changer for you. You should be very focused towards on the career life. So next please. Yeah, here is what, with all this said, I have the context of an idea for you to open for you to take this as an opportunity. Generate some idea where most of the colleges or the universities or even companies are looking for. So this is the process I've been defined with my thought process when you're trying to use the AI.